Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, man. And today we'll be reacting to Arab lady roast black women's weave. Ooh, boy. Yikes. Now look, as you can tell, I am indeed a black man, so I know from first-hand experience when it comes to some of these black women and they weave, bro, they don't play that. They don't play that, okay? They will get on your neck, bro. It's not worth it. I know y'all noticed I've been trying to cut back the cursing in the videos. That's cause I got a little brother, you know, and he watches my channel, I think, probably. I don't want to, you know, I want to set a better example for him. So yeah, been trying to tone that down a little bit. That has nothing to do with the video, I know. But anyway, let's just get straight to the video, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, video by O'Shea Duke Jackson. Thank you.
If you're black, if you're black and you're wearing a bright blonde platinum straight bust down wig every day, you take it off. Are you telling me you're not gonna look in the mirror and think, this is my image now. This is my image. This is a problem.
Since I've been on social media creating content, and that was in 2015, there's been a big discussion about black women in the way that they wear their hair. Now, of course, a lot of black men have weighed in on this.
She is so fine. Oh my God. She is so fine, bro. What?
Over the years, and that conversation still is going on today. A lot of black men have a big problem with weaves, wigs, and certain extensions, especially if this doesn't look natural. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. In the early 90s, Janet Jackson was in Poetic Justice. These are box braids that you see her wearing. These braids look culturally similar to what her normal hairstyle would look like. However, there are other black women out there.
Oh my God, bro, this picture's been up too long, bro. Bro, y'all know about Janet Jackson, bro. Y'all know about Janet. Y'all know about Janet Jackson, bro. She's one of those black women older than me, right before my time. Oh my goodness, I could imagine. But she's one of those ones, you know, when you watch those older shows growing up as a youth. Yeah, she was one of those. Her and the actress from Martin and Gina, I can't remember her name, but yeah, her. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness.
Let's say, for example, Mary J. Blige and other blonde or even red or pink hair wearing women out there, that it really grinds black men's gears when they see this particular self-expression in black women's hair.
This is for all of my beautiful black women out there.
Now, before this nigga even say some stupid shit, bro, as a matter of fact, I'll let him talk first. Then I'll say what I want to say.
Us black men don't like when you guys wear makeup, weaves, and wigs. That makes you look uglier. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And there's black women out there that don't wear makeup, that don't wear weaves or wigs. We need more black women like that.
Okay. Look, he's not completely wrong, but it's unfair to say that he's completely right. You know what I mean? There's everything in moderation. It's good, you know? So obviously you have some females that look better natural than they do when they're all dolled up. Like, in my opinion, I think Jada Kingdom, if y'all don't know her, this is Jada Kingdom. That's her naturally. This is her with makeup on and shit. I got some blood clot. She could have get it. She's still bad either way, but I think personally the natural look is way better. That's just me though, right? And even in the natural picture, she has on a little bit of makeup. Obviously, you can see it, but it's still like little bit, you know. But to say it's completely, you know, horrible and that we don't like it, that's kind of far-fetched in my opinion, you know.
I don't understand why you black women want to wear makeup, weaves, and wigs. Do you guys want to look white or something?
Oh my God! Now, this brother is trying to come from a place of love, but it's obvious that certain black women might take this offensively. He's saying that, listen, the additives that as black women that you're putting on.
Now, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. I'm going to have a lot to say with this video because there's just, oh, how are you sitting there and trying to tell me that this young lady is not absolutely gorgeous? Weave, a little bit of makeup on. She got her eyebrows there, her lashes all nice. Come on, man. What are we talking about, bro?
What place of love, but it's obvious that certain black women might take this offensively.
She looks a little bit like my best friend from high school, too.
He's saying that, listen, the additives that as black women that you're putting on, which is the weave, wigs, or even a lot of makeup, actually is unattractive, or it makes you look unattractive. Now, again, you have some black men who love black women so much, they don't want the additive version of black women after the weaves, wigs, and the makeup. They just want to see black women in their natural state.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely understandable. Valid. I also do prefer the natural look, right? Back to the Jada King.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. I mean,
fucking freak.
I need to stop.
But it doesn't mean that black men will not deal with women that wear wigs or weaves.
Facts.
But in reference to hair, men do not prefer fake hair. They will accept it if many of the other things fall in line.
Now, in this case, the brother is saying something that is absolutely correct. A lot of us as black men, including myself, we're not a really big fan of like wigs and weaves, but we understand that a lot of black women do wear wigs and weaves. And, a lot of women say this is a protective style for their hair. Like black women like to change up their look a lot. And so if you like black women, you love black women, this is just something that kind of comes with the territory. If you were to not date black women that wear wigs or weaves, you'll be almost eliminating like 98% of your dating opportunities around the world. Like, it's big everywhere. Even if you come to Africa, maybe Brazil is probably one of the only places you may see a lot of natural black women, but almost every other place in the world, you're gonna see this. So a lot of black men will deal with it. However, the other things that this particular woman has must be on point. All right. So if the booty is big enough,
Oh boy! Yes!
breasticles is sitting right, she's nice, fun to be around, you can let it go. But it doesn't.
Oh, chat. I'm gonna need a minute to absorb all of this. You feel me? I'll be back. Don't worry about it. All right, so it's been like five minutes, bro. All right, let's get back to the video, bro.
Mean that you still like it. And then there was a video that was sent to me.
I'm kidding, bro.
About a particular Arab lady who lives in Britain that was calling black women out about their hair.
You guys are not even wearing wigs that resemble 4C kinky hair. A lot of you are wearing wigs that look nothing like your hair. This is a problem. You guys are creating delusions in your head. You're wearing wig every day. If you're black and you're wearing a bright blonde, platinum, straight, bust down wig every day, you take it off. Are you telling me you're not gonna look in the mirror and think, this is my image now. This is my image. This is a problem. This is a problem. What the f are you doing?
Now, in this particular situation.
Now, this is a little bit excessive in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. She's still absolutely gorgeous, but it's still excessive in my opinion. You feel me?
And the woman is saying, listen, you black women out there, something is wrong with you. It's almost delusional, or it is delusional. You have these particular hairstyles that are not natural to who you are. I'm gonna
need Shorty to back up a little bit, bro. She's getting a little bit too close for my comfort, bro.
You're wearing this, you may actually believe when you look in the mirror that this is really how you look, but it gets worse.
There's a lot of black women here that are trying to intimidate me. I don't know who you think you are. I'm actually speaking up for your community and you should be agreeing. And if not, you need help. Because what I'm saying is factual. Anyone can agree Whoever's a human or has been to year 2 school, year 3 school, knows that if you change your look every single day and you look in the mirror, you will now adapt and you'll think that this is your image. This is your true form. So now, when you remove all of that, you're going to be insecure. A simple Google search will show you this.
Okay, we get it. You're a little bit passionate, but that does not mean you have to keep tapping your desk. That is annoying. That whole time she's running her mouth about whatever the freak she's talking about, I can just hear her nails just knocking on the desk. It's running me up a wall, bro. It's good God, bro. It is not that serious, lady. I promise.
Simple. Sorry, you're the only community that wants to gatekeep. Like, it's getting ridiculous. You want to gatekeep the word black. You want to gatekeep talking on black issues because we're not black. Are you okay? Do you think you intimidate me? You think I haven't been called a racist before on this platform? Do you think I care? You guys don't feel a type of way to go mention white people's issues and then turn in. Are you okay? Why do I need to be black to tell you that your esteem is being, your low self-esteem, you have low self-esteem from doing that? Do I need to be black?
Now, this lady was getting a lot of criticism. People were even calling her racist, and she was saying, listen, why can't I have the ability to speak on black issues? Why is it that I want to talk about this? You know, it's a problem. And then again, she was saying, listen, I'm trying to help your community. Now, again, once this was posted on X, a lot of people started to weigh in on the conversation like this brother here. Really? So what about the white girls who wear wigs and extensions? This is absolutely true. Black women are not the only group of women who wear wigs and extensions, but I do believe because black women wear wigs and extensions that are typically not natural, so I'm talking about like blonde weaves, blonde wigs, and other things like that, this is what really draws a lot of attention to it. If it was like the Janet Jackson box braids a lot, it wouldn't be so much of an argument. But because black women do experiment with different color wigs, and then obviously rotate them out quite frequently, it's obvious that, you know, this may not be their hair because it's not, or it's unnatural to them. But yes, all women wear wigs and extensions for the most part, all right? All groups. The wigs and extensions are same textures as their natural hair. Try again. This is another person saying this. Now, this person is saying, not while having lip fillers and trying to look black herself. Damn. We're going to come back to this in just a moment. Shout out to Monica. Now, this person says the concept of telling black women what to do with their own heads is crazy to me. They really are the main topic for y'all, aren't it? Now,
yeah, I just realized that, bro. It's been kind of crazy with the internet lately, when a lot of what I'm seeing is just a lot of, I don't want to say attack, but a lot of it has been attack, right? Quite literally. Just check out this video. A lot of it has been attacking black people, bro. It's kind of crazy. I don't get it. What's going on? The world is shifting, chat. Be careful outside if you're of the darker complexion, because your neighbor may not be as friendly as you think. You know what I mean? So just be careful. Don't try to go out of your way to start anything, right? I know most normal people don't, but whenever conflict does start, try your best to mediate it before you have to retaliate. You know what I mean? If you can't mediate it and you have to retaliate, make sure it's in self-defense, because you know if the cops show up, you're getting shoot first.
this is also a very good comment, because another sister that happened to live in the UK decided to comment on just people in general who had an opinion on black women altogether. And what she said was very telling.
And what is so wild, but go with me on this,
okay,
is that black women are often told that we are like the least valuable of society, that, you know, nobody wants us, we're the last to get married.
Hold on. Let me speak in your, I'm not going to try to do a British accent, bro. I'm not going to torture y'all like that. But no, okay, no, listen. I love all breeds of women, but it's something about them. We done had this talk, bro. We done had this talk. We gonna continue to have this talk until y'all stop disrespecting my beautiful black queens, because I'ma have a problem. You gonna have to see me about it. Okay, and you don't want to see me about it, bro. I'll be chilling, I'll be calm, I'll be cool. But anytime you start disrespecting my black queens, we gonna have a problem. Okay, we gonna have a problem.
Shut your lame ass up, nigga.
married, the first to get divorced, all this stuff. But yet we are in everyone's mouths. Like, we are in everyone's mouths, which says to me, actually, that you know that talking about black women gets you views, talking about black women gets you attention, popularity. Therefore, innately, you know that black women are valuable.
She said a lot of people talk about black women because it brings clicks, it brings views.
Is this AI? This looks a bit AI-ish. Is this AI? I don't know. It's kind of throwing me off. I think it's AI though. I don't know, man. With how far makeup has gone these days, chat, it's kind of hard to tell. And I'm gonna stick with the running theory that it's AI though.
Views, notoriety, and people are always telling black women how worthless they are. Now, this is very telling because why are you even so concerned is her point, right? But then if you go and look at the end of this Arab lady's video, who is she dating? Well, as you can see, she is dating a black man, all right? This is very interesting.
Come on, bro. We all know what it is, bro. You see this beautiful brown melanin skin right here? This is the cheat code that they wish they had, bro. This is the cheat code that they wish they had. That's why everything is freaking... That was a topic that I'm not gonna get into. Not on this video, at least. But just know, my brothers and sisters, you are the code that they are trying to copy, okay? They're gonna try to bring you down so that when they copy your moves, they make it look like it was them. They are the one who's setting the trends and you're just trying to steal it. No, you are setting the trends and they're just trying to steal it. That's why they're trying to get your genes, brother. That's why, you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. You hear me?
We have Arab woman dating a black man. Now, why is this important?
When you're around those women, and these are the ones, not the ones that like their people and stuff. I'm talking about the women that only date black men. All their kids are mixed, and everything about them is cosplaying.
Is she in the car? Is that a jean jacket or is that just jeans? That's kind of confusing to me. But go off, queen.
I'm knowing this. This is for the ones that they only date black guys. All their kids are mixed. They're like, I would never date, and I just prefer. Those women are usually racist towards black women. They dislike black women.
Now, this particular sister is saying something that's very important. She's saying, listen, a lot of times those women from other communities that don't want their own men, but they date black men in particular, the women from those communities do not like black women. And in this case, this woman...
Obviously, they're not gonna like them. They want to steal your man. It's competition, baby. Of course they're not gonna like you. Ain't no friendly competition out here. At least not amongst women most of the time. Hey, bro, they cutthroat in the streets, boy. They don't play that. When they want something, they gonna put you down to make sure they get it, bro. That's why you gotta stand back and fight. You gotta hold your own. You can't let these women come and just, do you out like that. But you know what's crazy? A lot of these women, they've found the loophole, right? To kind of like worm their way in, and then it causes a divide because then they do these certain things, right? That makes black women look more aggressive than they are. Because I'm gonna be honest, they all aren't. They're really not. But they make them sound more aggressive than they are and make it sound like black men are tired of dealing with all the aggression and shit like that. Damn it, I was trying to go this whole video without cursing. Anyway, what was I saying? They're making it sound like niggas is tired of dealing with the aggression and all that, but realistically, it's not always the case. I don't think that is the case, at least. That is just my opinion.
Feels that she has the right to criticize black women. Oh,
hold on, chat. I need to check, see if my food's here. Come on now. Come on now. Good eats, you baby. We gonna finish this video first, though. I gotta finish this reaction first. Come on now.
Only because she's sleeping with a black man.
Yeah.
Now, here is the issue with this. And again, I have seen this happen before. I've seen this happen when I was in Europe. I see a lot of people become emboldened, especially men, let's say non-black men with a black woman, or non-black women who are with black people, comment on black issues publicly, and they feel like because they're sleeping with somebody black, they have all the rights to be able to criticize black women. At the same time, a black person, if they were married to an Arab person, would never be able to do that. And that is because simply the man that she's dealing with disrespects black people to her. This is what happens. And so many black people do this all the time. You get with a non-black mate. And again, most interracial relationships that I've seen that have a person that speaks like this so openly is what it comes down to. You have a black man or a black woman with a non-black mate, and then you're venting your frustrations about your own community. It could be an African person, it could be a Caribbean person, or even a black American person. And so what happens as you vent your frustration and all the shortcomings of your community to your mate, it makes them feel comfortable in basically calling out the buffoonery. If this was a black lady saying this, it wouldn't be so bad. But the reality is, it's not. It is an Arab, all right? And this lady really doesn't have any reason to be saying this, but because she's with a weak black man who is allowing her to do it, she doesn't feel like there's any consequences from that, she will do it. And a lot of black men, and I'm not trying to call out brothers in Europe, but you have it happen in America too. You know, because you have a woman you put on a pedestal, she's white, she's Arab, she's Hispanic, as long as you're getting that kitty cat, you don't care what she say. And the reason why you don't care what she says is because you agree. And now when she says this and you are with her as a black man, you can automatically tell that the lady has no respect for you. So the fact that she's doing this publicly while she's with you shows that she don't respect you. She will go and deal with somebody else. She's talking to the people in your community because you don't like them. And guess what? She don't like you either. She would never go deal with, let's say, somebody in the Arab community and talk like that because she understands what the repercussions of that would be. But they come over to the black community, a black man or a black woman, when using interracial relationships, let this sort of thing rock, and then everybody looks silly when it happens.
You know why that's the case, man? That's the case because black people have always been painted as such aggressive people that at some point in time there's been a switch. And this is just what I think, right? At some point in time, there's been a switch, and then black people, once they started dating, you know, more interracially, they started like falling for the bullshit narrative that black people are innately aggressive, right? And then they start just downplaying other black people to their interracial partner to make themselves seem more human, right? More humane. But that's only creating more destruction. And I don't think people are realizing that. And it's gotten so bad that now most of the time whenever you do see a black person speak up about it, they get painted some sort of way, and it's kind of, I want to say it's kind of the internet, but at the same time it's also kind of society, you know? It's just became more prominent because of the internet, but it's always been like that in society, if that makes sense. Cause it's the whole societal picture of black people, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go into work. This is a personal little thing. I don't think it's racist or anything, but certain things you'll pick up, right? I'll go into work and I'll just be minding my business, going through my day, right? And I'll notice that between some of me and my other coworkers, right? When people come and speak to us, there's different tonality to how they speak, right? There's still the same mutual respect, but there's an underlying tone, right? With most of the time when they approach my female coworkers, they're white, by the way, my white female coworkers, they are in their face, bro. It's like right there, they are talking. But whensoever they have to approach me or whatever the case is, they're back here, right? Outside of arm's reach. And most of the time, I got my headphones in. So you standing all the way back there, I'm not going to hear what you're saying. I'm just going to pretend like I do. God damn it, I cursed again. I'm just gonna pretend like I do and just rock with it. You know what I mean? I'll figure out the context clues in between whatever I can hear whenever I do hear something. But yeah, man, people just look at you differently, you know, when you're black. So you gotta be able to like try to show your humane side without downplaying your community. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, that's just what I think. And I think this video is about to finish and it needs to hurry up. I got food.
Am I trying to get at? Listen, if you're going to be in an interracial relationship, have boundaries, all right? What you should not be talking about is down on your community. Even if you don't like your community, you feel it's down bad, but give yourself some leverage. You should at least make the other person think that you love your culture, you love your community. The moment you start putting somebody else above your own people in your own community as if you have nowhere to go, they number one, stop respecting your community or your lineage of people, and then ultimately they stop respecting you because they don't really have no reason why they should respect you. You don't give them no reason why they should, so why should they? Then you turn around and then you get upset because, oh my God, they're racist. Why are they so racist? I hate the fact that they're so racist. So guys, what do you think it should be?
Yeah, man. Look, which video was that? I can't remember what the video was, but somewhere in the video he said, right? I think it was one of his other videos. I don't know if I posted it yet or not. But in the video, he said, you teach people how to treat you, bro. Especially from people from the outside of the black community looking in. If you are going outside of your community today, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. But you got to remember that you, sir or madam, are a representation of that community. If you go out there and speak only negatively about your community, that's all those people that you're dating outside of your community are going to see. That's all they're going to see. That's all they're going to believe, because guess what? It's coming from your mouth. And that's it. I love my community, man. I love everything that has to do with the black culture. I love African music. I love Caribbean music. Oh my God, I'll be going stupid to some Caribbean music in the mornings, bro. I'll be driving to work, speakers all the way, blasting that junk, driving into the workplace, bro. I don't give a dang if they mad at me. That's my culture. I'ma do it. And you know what? I'm so black, nigga. I'm about to go have some KFC for me. I don't give a fuck if y'all niggas want to stereotype that shit. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm about to go eat. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, man. Peace.